Welcome to Military. Here, we give you military insights based on facts. Please hit the subscription button as we proceed. The owner of SpaceX company, who is now the CEO of Twitter, Elon Musk, said that Russia will be able to destroy the United States and Europe with nuclear missiles in less than 30 minutes. Elon Musk on Twitter said, "Russia is capable of completely destroying the United States and Europe with nuclear missiles in less than 30 minutes, and so do USA and its allies. A surprising number of people do not know this. Of course, it would be crazy to use them, but it is crazy to be in such a situation. We are at the highest risk in 60 years. After floating a peace plan to end the Ukraine war, Elon Musk has of late been talking about the possibility of a looming nuclear war. Responding to him via tweet, Musk suggested no reasonable person would launch a nuclear war. Of course, it would be mad to use them, but it is also mad to be in this situation at all. MAD is an abbreviated form of mutual assured destruction. Russia and Ukraine have been at war since late February over claims to some of the eastern territory of Ukraine, with both sides not backing down. Earlier this month, in a Twitter chat, Musk said he sees a rapidly rising probability of a nuclear war, adding that he was up all night to think of any way to de-escalate the Ukraine war. Would be great if someday humanity stopped pointing nukes at itself that would destroy almost all life on Earth. In any given year, there is a chance above zero that they will be launched. We are now at the highest risk in 60 years. On October 14th, the American company SpaceX announced that it could no longer finance Starlink's operation services for Ukraine. The company proposed to the US Ministry of Defense to switch to independent financing of communication services of Ukraine. It will be recalled that the American businessman Elon Musk, against the background of the collapse of the shares of his company Tesla, wrote a tweet in which he proposed to hold another referendum in the annexed territories, but under the supervision of the UN, to transfer Crimea to Russia and to give Ukraine a neutral status. Explaining his opinion, he noted that Russia can use nuclear weapons. Later, he wrote that Russia is more than 3 times larger than Ukraine, so it will be able to mobilize more troops. But what if Russia runs out of servicemen and women? Are they going to deploy a more painful plan? What Russia's next move would look like is world's biggest fear, and of course you can't think twice without the thought of a nuclear weapon. This brings us to what mutual assured destruction, abbreviated as MAD, would look like in a nuclear confrontation. Mutual assured destruction principle was founded on the notion that a nuclear attack by one superpower would be met with an overwhelming nuclear counterattack such that both the attacker and the defender would be annihilated or wiped out from the face of the Earth. In theory, under mutual assured destruction, any nuclear attack on any superpower would receive an early warning systems, automated missiles, airborne nuclear bombs, and missile-armed hidden submarines. This will lead to the complete destruction of both. As such, mutual assured destruction, often abbreviated as MAD, is part of the military strategy of deterrence, in which one adversary threatens another with a reprisal if they attack first. But complete annihilation of an enemy is not the only way MAD comes into play. For instance, rogue states, like North Korea and Iran, are striving to develop nuclear missiles, perhaps in the hope that they will be able to at least inflict severe damage on an enemy before they are annihilated by a nuclear counterstrike. This scenario is called a partial application of the MAD doctrine, according to a 2019 analysis by the US Department of Defense. A 2012 study by the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists found that just 100 nuclear detonations of the size that struck Hiroshima and Nagasaki would usher in a planetary nuclear winter. Although no one has tested the concept of mutual assured destruction by nuclear weapons, it seems to have prevented war between superpowers since nuclear weapons were invented in the 1940s. But it also led to periods of the Cold War when both the US and the Soviet Union spent huge amounts of money to develop nuclear weapons and the methods to use them. Experts in nuclear weapons arsenals estimate that the United States had more than 30,000 nuclear warheads in service at the height of the Cold War in the 1960s and 1970s, while the Soviet Union may have stockpiled more than 40,000 warheads by the late 1980s. Nuclear war should be avoided by all means because MAD is real. Please support our channel by hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you.